Reminder, the following video was made for educational purposes by adult medical marijuana patients in California. If you are underage or live somewhere where medical marijuana and/or marijuana are illegal, do not try this at home. What's up guys, Chubbs here, askchubbs.com. I've been getting a lot of requests lately to retell the story about the time I had a little bit of an incident in Newport Beach at my old house with a crazy ass neighbor and all kinds of psychoness that went down. And let me turn down this brightness here. And I was just getting ready to tell the story, retell the story. I got my little storyboard drawn up right here to kind of help the visuals. And I just got real anxious right now, kind of reliving the experience in my head. At first I was kind of rehearsing the incident in my head, and I wasn't really into it. I was kind of like, just, yeah, whatever, I was doing this and that. And as I'm talking, I'm thinking, fuck, this is gonna make for a really boring video. So I kind of sat down for a second and started rethinking it so I could get really into it again. And like I said, I just got real anxious, real kind of sketched out a little bit. Crazy the way the mind and the body work together like that and just get you all fucked up. So that being said, I'm going to take a nice big dab before we get into this, kind of calm myself down a little bit. Cheers. Immediate relaxation. It's amazing how good that works. I already feel better. All right, let's get into the story a little bit. This is something that happened a while ago, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Shit, even longer than that. Time fucking flies. Probably 6, 7 years ago now. When I was living in Newport Beach, I was up one night real late playing poker. Shit went down, and this is how it went. All right, this is my high-tech schematic. What's up? All right, so here we go. This is my house. Let me see, can you guys see this? Oh yeah, you can see this. Okay, this is my house. It's like 2 a.m., maybe 3 a.m. I'm sitting over here in the corner playing poker, online poker, and I'm winning. Let's put a little dollar sign here, because I'm winning. I got a patio right here that I'm on the 2nd floor. Here's my alley. Here's the front yard, my neighbor's house, parking lot, crazy house right here. 2 a.m., I'm sitting here winning. All of a sudden, I've got my sliding glass door open right here, and I hear a screech. Just craziness, all kinds of yelling, craziness coming in. And based on the fact that I know who lives over here, I pretty much already have an idea of what's going on. So I have my boxers on, my t-shirt on, nothing else. I grab my cell phone and a knife. I dial and then when I say a knife, I don't mean like a friggin', I don't have a knife laying around here anywhere, pocket knife. I grabbed the fucking butcher knife because there's a right by the kitchen. I reached over the bar, pulled it right out of the butcher's block. So I grabbed the butcher knife, 911. I go out the door. I tell Mrs. Chubbs, stay here. Do not open this door for anybody until I get back. I go down these stairs right here. Hold on. Let me use my trusty vape pen pointer. Go down these stairs right here. Hook it right. Go through the alley. Go around my neighbor's house. Into this parking lot right here, and what do I find? I find one. Okay, first of all, let me rewind a second. Let me tell you who lives here. First of all, we have Mom, we have Dad, we have daughter. She's like 6 feet tall, 16 years old, 17 years old. A little bit retarded. I don't know if she's got like Down syndrome or something like that. Cruel joke. What? Just cruel joke to be that tall, that good looking, and kind of a little bit slow. That's fucked up. So they have this house right here, which in Newport Beach, all of these skinny houses are 2 level. And the way they pay their rent is they actually rent out rooms to people. And also in this house we have this old man. And this old man, he goes to work every day. He dresses up with his suit and tie, walks down, catches the bus, and goes to work. In addition to the old man, we have Gollum. Gollum is this little tweaky, crackhead-looking white dude. I call him Gollum because he kind of was hunched over and he walked like Gollum. Lord of the Rings was real big at the time. Very nice dude. From New York, East Coaster. probably in his 40s, just a cool head, but just had some issues. And they also had Lurch. Lurch is in his 60s or however old you are when you're a Vietnam vet. He's probably 6'6", 6'7", big, giant, oafy, old-ass, crazy white guy. And I always knew that one day that this guy right here, Lurch, was going to snap and some shit was going to happen. They've been renting a room to him for probably a year, and he would come out and he would walk down the alley, and when he's coming down the alley and I'm chilling out on my balcony right here, he would always just give me weird looks and weird vibe, and I could just tell that the fuck was crazy. So when I come running out and I find her right here, laying, I find the daughter, fucking phone, goddammit. I find the daughter laying right here, and she's actually just laid out in the parking lot. She's got an axe, a big old giant axe. She's holding it, but she's like on the ground. Her chest is all cut open, like sliced open. She's bleeding all over the place, and she's crying, just hysterically crying, snot, bubbles, just craziness going everywhere. So I'm standing here with her, and it's pitch black. There's no lights in the alley, no lights in the parking lot, no lights here. The only lights are my porch light way over here, my neighbor's porch light. My neighbor's front door is on this side. Actually, no, sorry. My neighbor's front door is on the front of the house. They're the only ones with the front door. God, it took me a minute to remember this. This is Dr. Fred. Dr. Fred was a dentist who had a badass full custom Ford car collection. He had like a Cobra, Mustang, he had an old pickup, badass car collection. He kept them back here in his garage. These are all garages back here, by the way. So what happens is, I come running out here, I find this chick all chopped up with an axe, and she can't even talk. She's just hysterical. So I pick her up, and I carry her through the parking lot, all the way down here onto the street. This is the street in my neighborhood, and there's cars parked all along the street right here. There's a sidewalk right here, and then there's some bushes. So I bring her through the parking lot, behind this car, over the sidewalk, and I stick her right here in the bush. And I tell her to shut the fuck up, as long as she's quiet, nothing's gonna happen. I'm still not sure what the hell's going on. All I know, whatever's going on, she's scared shitless and she's chopped up. While we're sitting right here waiting, I've got 911 on the phone. The 911 operators heard everything the whole time. And all of a sudden, while we're sitting here waiting, the chick, I forget her name, she just blurts out, "He's got my mom." Screams at the top of her lungs, like snot bubble burst. Bah! He's got my mom. I was like, holy shit. I kind of knew, she didn't say Lurch, but I just assumed. And so the 911 operator heard, and later on I was able to hear the 911 recordings because we ended up in court later on and I had to testify, and they played the recordings, and you hear her yell through the phone, "He's got my mom!" And then you hear the 911 operator telling me, stay calm, help's on the way. And then I don't know why, you just hear me say, "I'm going in." Like fucking SWAT. So I tell her, "Don't move, be quiet, stay here." So I cruise over here, still have my phone, still have the knife, and to go onto the side of their house right here, it's pitch black. This, between the two houses right here, is probably no wider than my arms. I'm able to touch their house and touch the other house right here. It's tight, with no lights at all. And then this is a yard right here that had some overgrown trees, and the trees grew up, it was like a tunnel. This was pitch fucking black, like scary black. So I come over here to this front door, and their screen door is closed, the front door is open, I can see in, but it's one of those ghetto style fucking thick ass steel screen doors with the deadbolt on it, and I'm unable to get that open. So I don't know what's going on. I don't hear anything, I don't see anything. The only thing I can hear is the TV inside the house, and it sounds perfectly fine, no issues at all. So I'm sitting here yelling, "Open the fucking door, open the door." Nothing, nobody says nothing. It was just like a regular night. So I turn around and I'm about to come back out here and find out what's going on with homegirl in the street. And I look back up this way towards the alley, and I can see a glow coming out right here. And I've never been to this house before. This is the first time I've ever been here. So I walk down this pathway right here, and it turns out this door right here leads to a back house. They had illegally converted the rear half upstairs of their house into some like little makeshift flop house. And that's where they were renting the rooms to these three guys. And I go into this house, and this is what I see. So here's the side of the house over here. I come running up right here. That was a horrible arrow. Hold on. My OCD is not going to let that work. Let's try this again. I come running up right here, and I get to this door, and when I get to this screen door, it's also closed with an open door so I can see through just everything. But this screen door is just a regular screen door, like just a normal screen door. So I open this screen door, and I go in, and what do I see? I'm in like a little foyer, like a little downstairs area, and there's a wall. So I open the door, I go in, and right to my left is a wall. I look at the wall, and there's a giant bloody handprint all down the wall. Just like blood, like a handprint, and then smears all down the wall. Thick blood, red blood, crazy. So still don't, I can hear some struggles, but I don't see anything. And to my right is some stairs. So I go up these stairs right here, come cruising up the stairs. I look down this hallway. So you see there's stairs that go up the wall. Look down this hallway right here. I've got a door to my right, a door to my left, a door down here. This door is open. Inside this room, I see Gollum laying on the ground with Lurch on top of him. Lurch has a box cutter in his hand. He's like over Gollum like this, and he's just chopping him up, just cutting him up with the box cutter. And fucking Lurch is butt naked. He's got no clothes on. He's just standing there cutting him up. Crazy shit. My adrenaline's pumping right now just thinking about this. So I come running down the hallway in my boxers, thinking I'm not gonna fight a fucking naked old man. Now, I'm on the phone, I got my knife, and I get to the front door. I tell him, get the fuck off of him. I swear to God, I'm gonna cut your throat. And he's like this, he's cutting on him, and he looks over at me with this crazy ass look. He goes, cut my throat, I'm crazy, and I've got a knife. And while I'm standing there looking at him, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stab you. And he's yelling at me. Gollum takes advantage of the opportunity. He's laying on his back, and he kicks up, and he kicks Lurch in his chest. And Lurch goes flying off to the side. Shit. Just hold on. My dogs, hold on, be right back. Sorry about that. So Gollum kicks him in the chest. Lurch goes flying back, and I look over. Sorry, the camera can't see me. I look over in the corner of the room. There's a tall oscillating fan. It's one of those ones that kind of turns like this. I grab the fan, come over, smash Lurch with the fan, turn around, and I bolt. So I'm running back down this hallway right here, and I turn around, and fucking Gollum's not behind me. I thought he'd be right behind me, like, we're out of here, let's leave this dude. And so I turn around, come running back down, pick this guy up again, pick up Gollum, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm having a hard time. This is like craziness. There was a little bit of drama with Lurch. We're beating on him a little bit. I turn around, run again, look back. Motherfucker, now this time, Gollum's on this side. He actually came out of the room, but he's holding the door shut like this, but it's not shut all the way. They're still open like that. Lurch's arm is sticking out with the box cutter just swinging crazy like this. So I come running down the hall full speed, throw my shoulder into the door, and just completely like smash it on Lurch. And he pulls his arm in. I don't know what the fuck this dude Gollum is doing, but I am not going to let him cause me to get fucked up. So this time I snatch him. I'm just holding him. Come running down the stairs right here with Gollum in my arms. Come out the door to come down this side of the house. Get back out to the street. Right when we come out the door right here, I've just got red lasers all over my chest. I've got Gollum, who's all fucked up and bloody. I'm in my boxers. Got the phone, my knife, and I'm just raging. And these cops are they got their guns just right on me. And they obviously, the 911 operator, because I had the phone, she patched the call through to their radios. So the cops heard everything live as it was happening, and they knew I was coming out right there. Otherwise, I have a feeling I would have been dead. I think they would right there, and Newport would have just said, oh, sprinkle a little fucking weed on me right there, and said, oh, he was a weed dealer or something, and that would have been the end of me. But it was all good. So as I'm running right, and they didn't even, like 2 seconds they were on me, and then boom, they just kept going right by me. So I came with Gollum down here, and somehow, I don't know how this happened. I'm still confused as to how this happened, because the cops and I passed each other right here. I get out here, and by the time I get out here to the street, Lurch has somehow came out, barricaded himself now in the back, in the garage, with the chick's mom, and he grabs her, and with the box cutter, he cuts her from ear to ear, like, and just slices her open. And they have like a fucking showdown in like 45 minutes or an hour or whatever, and the SWAT team has to come and extract him out of the garage. And the mom, who got sliced, she ended up living. Mean railroad track scar right here. The daughter out here, the reason when I found her in the parking lot, hold on, let me sit down and tell this. I'll be right back. So what had happened was there was some crack smoking, some kind of party, some craziness going on in the house. The old Lurch guy hit on the daughter. She didn't like it. They started tussling in the house. I don't know exactly what happened. It spilled out to the outside. He was wearing a robe. She had the axe and he had a knife, the box cutter, and they were fighting in the fucking parking lot. He was trying to cut her in the parking lot and he cut her chest open. She took a swing at him with the axe, like fucking Babe Ruth. And I guess he jumped back, but the axe caught his robe and ripped his robe right off his body. And that's why he was totally naked. So, and then I guess that panicked him. He didn't want to be standing there naked, so he ran into the house, and that's when shit went down in the house. And the old man that I talked about earlier, who lived there and used to go to work every day, I never even saw him. Turns out he locked himself in his bedroom and had a triple fucking bypass heart attack, or had a heart attack and needed a triple bypass surgery to live. And the mom fucking sliced open railroad tracks. The dad that lived there, he was on vacation, so he was never even home to see any of this happen. And then the daughter, she was all chopped up and fucked up. We go to court a couple months later, and I testify. I tell the story pretty much just like I told it right now. And I didn't get to go to the days before my testimony or the days after because I was a part of the trial. And so I didn't see exactly what happened, but I know Lurch, he got off. They found him innocent. And like a month later, I'm across the street walking, to go to Pavilions right there in Newport, and there's a Starbucks right there, and he comes walking out of Starbucks and just kind of gives me the stink eye. My dogs are out there, they don't like the story, they're getting a little hyped up. And shortly after that, the mom ends up having a heart attack and dying, Gollum ends up having a heart attack and dying. Just crazy fucking bad luck, bad juju, insanity in that house. It's been years and years since that happened, and it's even been maybe a year or two since I've told that story, so I might have missed a detail or two, but for the most part, that's how it played out. And at the very after, okay, so the cops come, all my neighbors, after everything's all breaking out, after the cops come and they save the day and it's all the craziness is stopped, now all my neighbors decide to come out. Oh my god, let's help them. Like, oh yeah, where were you fucking 10 minutes ago when I saw a fucking naked dude chopping people up upstairs? So I'm standing outside, I got my boxers on, my phone, and the cop wants to take my statement. We're out in the street. He's like, well, why don't we step into your house so it's a little bit warmer, you don't have to be out here in front of all your neighbors in your boxers. And at the time, upstairs in my house, I don't have the drawing anymore, but I had two bedrooms set up, full grow set up going. I had 99 plants in each room, non-medical. This is way, before medical marijuana. And the cop wanted to go upstairs and talk. I mean, I'm going straight to jail if we walk into my house. So I told the cop, no, I'm cool. You can take my statement right here. And he looks at me, and like I said, I'm in my boxers just chilling. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Adrenaline, I'm good. I'll stay warm. And he took my my statement right there, and we were good to go. And take another dab. I'm all hyped up again. I need to calm back down. Cheers. Much better. If you guys have any questions or comments about the story, ask them down below. I'm Chubbs, askchubbs.com. Peace.